Bible, October 1st. So we are going to say our Bible verse 2 times together. Then we're going to close our eyes and say it. Do not cause anyone to stumble. 1 Corinthians 10:32. Do not cause anyone to stumble. 1 Corinthians 10:32. Now we have talked about the wombat. We've talked about the wombat only having 4 teeth. And this little feller, he eats from 3 to 8 hours a night. We talked about him being nocturnal. That means he comes out at night. We talked about him being a marsupial, just like a kangaroo. He has a pouch. But do you remember what's different about the wombat's pouch? Very good. His pouch is back, or her. I keep saying his, guys, but it has to be a her if it has a pouch. Her pouch is backwards so that when she's burrowing or digging in the ground, she's not putting dirt in her pouch on top of her baby. And what else did we learn? We already said that she's nocturnal. So when this little wombat is burrowing, her burrows are the holes that she digs are often they're very close to the surface of the ground. So the holes that she digs are not deep. Her burrows are not deep. Now the wombat lives in Australia. So when she is digging her burrows, like I said, they're not deep. So if animals or people are walking across these burrows that are not very deep, they often trip in them and they fall and they hurt themselves. Horses often step in the wombat's burrows and they actually fall to the ground. People step in the wombat's burrows and they fall to the ground. And actually, these burrows injure many people and animals. Many people and animals each year in Australia. Now, our Bible verse says, do not cause anyone to stumble. 1 Corinthians 10:32. So do you think that means do not stick your foot out and trip somebody when they're walking by? Well, we certainly should not do that, but that is not really what this verse means. The verse is talking to Christians. This is talking to boys and girls, adults, teenagers, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, anyone who has made Jesus the Lord of their life. And they're telling them, this Bible verse is telling them, do not cause anyone to stumble. So, we cause someone to stumble when we don't act like a Christian. We can very easily cause someone to stumble. When we make a declaration and we're talking to our friends or to our cousins or just acquaintances at the park or whatever, and we tell them, I'm a Christian, I go to church, I love Jesus. But then the next time we're around them, we're not acting very kind. We're making fun of other kids around us, or we spout off to our mom or our dad or our grandma, whoever we're at the park with, or we might even just be mean to the person that we told we love Jesus. So when we do something like that, we could actually cause that person to stumble. We could cause them to look at us and say, wow, if that's the way a Christian acts, I don't want to be a Christian. I don't need to behave that way. So that's what it's talking about. When we profess to be a Christian and when we say we are a Christian and we love Jesus, then we need to be sure that when people are watching us, that they're seeing us acting like Jesus would act, being kind to one another, being obedient to the authority that's over us or the authority that we're with, doing our best. The Bible tells us to do all things as if we were doing it unto Jesus. So when we are telling folks that we are a Christian, then we need to be sure that we're acting that way so as not to cause anyone to stumble. And that is our animal connection for this week.